We've got a series of armed robberies, and we've had 13 incidents since November 30th when the first one occurred, and the most recent one occurred on the 10th. And what our suspect does is he goes into businesses, and they're typically laid out in sort of the same way. They have large glass front windows. He usually goes during business hours, and he enters the business as if he has legitimate business to conduct. And then he leaves, and about 30 minutes later he comes back in, and that's when he conducts the armed robbery. Each one of these incidents we've seen has been conducted practically the same way. His description: he's about 6 feet tall, about 190 pounds, a black male. He has very light facial hair, a mustache, and a very light facial hair goatee also. He wears a baseball cap in almost every incident, although the baseball cap is different in a lot of these cases. He's gotten between $400 and $1,000 in almost all of these cases. I think there were 2 out of the 13 where he didn't get anything at all. We've not had any injuries. You can see in contrast the 2 videos. The first one, he actually, not quite apologizes, but he actually says to the clerk, "I don't want to hurt you, I just need the money." And then in the second video, the most recent video, you can see that he's actually manhandling the clerk in that case. He's pushing her around and forcing her over to the register. Typically in these armed robbery series we see escalating violence. Not all the time, but frequently we do see that. So it is a concern in this case. As it stands right now though, we haven't had any injuries. Each time he's seen leaving, in about 2/3 of the cases he's seen getting into a silver Dodge Charger, so we're very interested in that vehicle. We're asking that anybody that actually sees him calls 911, and anybody that has any information on other cases or information they'd like to share can reach out either to Crime Stoppers or reach out to the detectives.